of those things that's silly. What's up folks, Ethan here, and we're at the Chrysler store today because we're checking out this Wrangler Rubicon 392. This is the Jeep Wrangler with the 6.4 liter Hemi V8 engine. So let's check it out and see what we've got going on here. So the Rubicon 392 is going to sticker for about $77,000 as a base price. This one, as optioned out, is about $86,900. So we've got a few different add-ons here. For example, we have the power top. On the top, it's like a soft top with a, basically acts like a sunroof, and we'll show you that as we do a driving review a little bit later on in this video. As well as we have the Recon package here as well. So these are going to be your 17 by 8 inch aluminum wheels. These are beadlock capable, as well as you've got your BF Goodrich all-terrain KO2s. These are 35 inch. I think these are actually going to be your 315 by 70s. And the Recon package is going to give you a little bit more of a lift. So check it out. We've actually got this one in hydro blue. You all tell us what you think about this. Taking a look here underneath the hood is the 6.4 liter Hemi V8 engine. This is going to have 470 horsepower here on this Wrangler Rubicon 392. As you can see, you've got the quote-unquote Jeep Hydro Guide, just giving you a little bit more air for this engine. Obviously, this is the same engine that they've got in the Challenger Scat Pack. That's going to give you about 485 horsepower on that. But due to gearing and some different things from the manufacturer, you've got a little bit less here on the Wrangler Rubicon. But trust me when I say that it is plenty powerful. You'll see here in the driving portion in just a minute. The accent of this 392 is a little bit different. Instead of that red, it's going to be this gold. See your 392 badge there. Fully loaded, you've got your hood scoop in the front. I'll give you a quick look at the interior here. Get your Rubicon 392 logo on the stitching. These are pretty nice quality leather interior. Again, with this different accent color. This is usually a red on the Rubicon. Front rear locker. The difference in this is going to be that it is going to be in 4-high automatic always. So it's kind of the same drive system that we've seen before on a Jeep, specifically the Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. So it stays in that all-wheel drive all the time. But this right here is actually going to be the storage bag for these panels on the back on this power top. You can actually remove these and it'll expose the full roll bar down here at the side. You're not actually supposed to call them a roll bar, but that's what most people do. You do have your AC outlet here in the back, USB, as well as your window controls. I know that most people that are watching this video are probably going to want to see this thing driving in action. So we are actually going to hang on to this one for a little while. We've got a Bronco Raptor coming in towards the middle of June, and we figured why not hang on to it to take a quick look at the two of them together, since we have that option here at Hunt Auto. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so when we post our Rubicon 392 versus the Bronco Raptor, you'll be the first one to see it. Other than that, guys, let's go ahead and take a quick drive. All right, so we are inside the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392. And so, you know, it's a Wrangler Rubicon on the inside. It does have some of those features that you're really used to. You've got your front and rear locker, you've got your off-road plus. You do have a front-facing camera for your off-road plus mode so that you can see where you're kind of going on the trail. You have a sway bar disconnect, you know, all of the things that you are used to on a Rubicon are going to be on this vehicle. The biggest difference is that you're going to now have much more power than you're typically used to. So the best way for you to kind of be illustrated how much more power is to go for a quick little test drive. So we're going to do that real quick. Obviously, you know, you're going to want to hear a little bit of the exhaust sound when you start it up. So, you know, let's give it a try. So, you know, that's gonna sound a little bit better than your typical Rubicon would. You do have the ability to turn on and off your performance exhaust. And as you can tell, it significantly reduces the overall volume. So let's go for a quick little drive. So it drives about like you would expect a Wrangler. You know, this is not going to be the most comfortable driving vehicle in the world. It's a lifted Jeep with 35-inch tires with 470 horsepower. You know, your ride quality is not going to be, you know, top of the line. But I believe whoever buys this vehicle is pretty well aware of what they are purchasing. We're gonna go on the interstate, let you all see about what the noise sounds like if you have, you know, any extended interstate driving that you would need to be doing. Tell there that this thing has a pretty good little growl. It's almost silly how much this thing, you know, sounds aggressive. You know, it's very aggressive sounding, and you know, knowing that you are driving a Jeep and having that kind of sound and power associated with it is just kind of goofy almost. You know, you're not really expecting it. And I know the first time I drove this vehicle, you know, it's hard not to laugh a little bit because it's, you know, it just doesn't make sense. And you know, Jeep has been one of those people that makes those vehicle to really not kind of make sense, but it's just a ton of fun. And we all kind of agreed that once this thing came out that it was, you know, there's no reason for this, but they wanted to do it, and so Jeep made it happen. And so it's a ton of fun for anybody who's wanting to get out and make that sort of payment. And back to my comment about this not being the smoothest driving experience. It's not that it's rough, it just drives like a Jeep. So everyone who wants to buy this should keep that in mind. All right, let's see if we can open her up. It's just one of those things that's silly, doesn't make sense. No Jeep needs that amount of power. Obviously, at speed, you know, 75 miles an hour, this, you know, power top is going to be a little loud. Most soft top vehicles are. So with this sort of vehicle, you are getting rid of some of those creature comforts, but that's about the biggest knock, I would say. It drives really well. There's no real things I can knock on it. You know, having driven Jeeps before, it drives about how I would expect. It's just significantly faster. This is going to have some of the adaptive cruise features to help reduce some of that driver fatigue, most people would say. And that just makes the driving experience on longer drives a little bit easier. Once we get in town, I'll lower the soft top and give you kind of an experience of what this power deployable top looks like. Really like how responsive this is. You know, you instantly give it gas and it's there. There is no turbo, there is no supercharger. It's just a very big engine, and so it's almost all instantaneous power. So it's a very responsive vehicle. Let's check out this top. Riding with the top off is obviously going to make a little bit more of a difference. As you can see, you know, you've got the full roof basically peeled back, which gives you that true Jeep vibe that most people are expecting. Had some fantastic weather here in Kentucky the past few weeks. You'll be able to hear the wind pick up a little bit. So as we make our way back to the dealership, you tell us what you think. This is the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392. So if you were to order one of these yourself, this again stickers for around $86.9. It's going to come with the Recon Extreme package, the power one-touch top, and much more. It's a very loaded Rubicon with much more power than you're used to. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. It's one of the easiest ways for you to tell us which videos you enjoyed and which ones to bring you more of in the future. Again, stay tuned for our upcoming Bronco Raptor versus Rubicon 392. We're gonna hang on to this thing until that Raptor comes in so we can do a walk around of the two and a driving comparison of the two and see just how much we like either one of those. It's one of the benefits of us having both a Jeep store and a Ford store. If you have any questions about this vehicle, please leave them in the comments below. We'd love to dive down there and have conversations with you folks. It's one way that we can actually learn from you all. That is about all I have for you today, folks. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. We'll catch you later.